Thought today we would watch this 9-minute documentary from Greenpeace, the same company or organization, not company, that brought us the Jacob Collier and Aurora video. Now, normally I like to watch things all the way through. I don't like stopping and starting videos or anything I'm watching when I'm making content like this. I prefer to watch it all the way through and then comment on things that I really liked about it afterwards. Because I find when I stop and start, it would be really annoying for whoever's watching. But without any further ado, let's watch. Now it said Bermuda Atlantic Ocean. One thing I did forget to mention is the only time I will ever pause is when text like this comes up on the screen. And so let's continue. It says, surrounding Bermuda, the Surgassum Sea is home to species found nowhere else on the planet. Overfishing, pollution, and climate crisis threaten its future.
The spirit of the sea would look like us, but it's the color blue. The ocean gives us warmness in winter and coolness in summer. I like to swim in the ocean. I like to camp by it. And when the waves come, it's like they're talking to me.
We all have salt in our bodies. In our plasma, in every cell, in every living cell, there's salt.
The ocean smells like the memories that are carried within every single droplet. The smell of the ocean is a craving.
All the thrills, spills, and chills are out in the ocean. Learning about the reef, shoreline, and reef fishery, that comes natural to us. This is what we are. Like most island people, we grow up knowledgeable.
Quite often when people jump in, they feel this sense of like stillness and calmness, but the ocean is so alive. Exciting little snapping sounds and crunching and scraping sounds that make me feel like, okay, I'm here, I'm in the ocean, I have all this life around me.
My favorite aspect of swimming in the ocean is definitely its life. It's another world. I help adults and children learn to swim, improve their swimming skills, and learn to enjoy the ocean. Seeing the wildlife, seeing the color of the water. Like, you look at the color of the water and you think, I personally think, wow, every single time. If future generations don't have the same opportunity as we currently have to experience this beautiful water, it would be heartbreaking.
The sea is at the foundation, the heart of who I am, and it's really shaped my ideas of patience. You know, watching the tides come in and out, it's shaped my ideas of responsibility. The ocean here in Bermuda has gone through a lot of changes, and it's changed us as a people too, I think.
Things aren't as scheduled as they used to be. You could say, okay, this time of year you're going to see the anchovies show up, when this time of year you're going to see the sargassum show up, and you know, there's not as much clockwork to it anymore. Things are changing.
As a commercial fisherman, nothing is assured. Nothing is guaranteed. Fishermen don't have insurance plans, they don't have union coverage. Yet, there's no better protein than fresh protein from the sea.
We are so connected. As exciting as it is to see shipwrecks, to see new species, it's this connection that I really want to enforce with our students. Is, okay, you might be landlocked where you're from, you might feel that you don't have this connection to the ocean, but every other breath you take is coming from the ocean. And not only is the ocean providing us oxygen for our breathing, but it's also keeping our climate stable.
Surgasso is a type of macroalgae or seaweed that basically floats on the surface of the water. They're able to float because of these like gas-filled sacs. And these mats of Surgassum will congregate and form these large mats across the Surgasso. Hence, that's where the Surgasso Sea gets its name from. It's a biodiversity hotspot. There are many endemic species that live in the Surgassum. These are unique animals only found in one particular place on the planet.
When I describe the Sargasso Sea itself, I almost describe it as kind of a nest. It's a nest for Bermuda. You know, we are really that nest egg that sits within this comforting kind of case of the Sargasso Sea.
We're facing a crisis that's not just Bermuda's crisis, but a global crisis. We can't separate ourselves from the environment. We need to see ourselves as part of it. And when we do, we can see that protecting the Sargasso is about protecting us.
We need that protection, just like the rest of the world. And we don't want our seas to get all muddied up with all of the, I call it craziness, but I use salt water as part of my medication, to be honest. And if the water is not clean, if it has all the oils and all that mess within it, hey, it's no good me using it anymore, is it?
We are stewards of the environment as scuba divers, as scientists. I'm trying to get students to understand that, okay, it's fun to experience this and enjoy it, but you are now responsible for its protection.
I only heard the call of one bird, and it made my hair on my arms stand up. For over 330 years, we thought this bird was extinct. The Bermuda coyote and its rediscovery changed the foundation of conservation as we know it. With the power of legislation as well as hands-on conservation work and efforts, these species can bounce back from the brink of extinction.
We are slowly starting to see some coral bleaching that is starting to recover and starting to come back on itself. I spend most days in the water exploring, seeing the environment, spend probably more time with fish than I do with humans. There are environments down there which are affecting us on land that are keeping us safe and keeping us sustained, that not a lot of people can see.
The Water Start program is really highlighting how we are caretakers of the water. We really believe in teaching educational lessons through hands-on learning. We have the Nature's Classroom right here at our back door.
And if there's any other seeds, you guys have the whole garden to look through.
My generation can make a difference for the ocean by remembering where we came from, remembering how important the ocean is to all of us, the value that we gain from it. I know we're all small people from a small place and that our differences don't really matter, but you do matter. The things that you do matter. I was inspired to become a climate justice delegate due to my lineage and heritage. My family has been on this island for centuries. So I really felt that it was important that Bermuda had representation. We can speak to people all the time about how the ocean feels. You know, we can tell them what we see. We can talk about the wonderful oceanic animals and the environment, what it feels like when you hold Surgassum in your hand. So it's really important that people that have those experiences have the seat at the table, not sometimes, every time.
Stewardship is taking responsibility. It's taking charge, not chances, with your marine environment. Whether you're a commercial fisherman or not, or if you just have a boat, you're making an impact. You can stand up to tumultuous times in small boats on angry seas. Likewise, we must sometimes, I'm afraid, stand up firmly to political challenges.
I think who we've learned from and how they've passed down their messages are so important to my life and how it changed my perspective that I feel that I'm responsible to pass that on to the next generation.
I feel like I'm a person who's out here trying to let Bermudians and the world know that our voices are important and that we're important, and the culture and heritage associated with us as Bermudians is the Surgasso Sea.
It's vital that we protect Bermuda because this is all we have, really. It's our commons. We have a joint responsibility to do what we can to protect it.
If I could speak to my ancestors, first I would thank them. Then I would apologize, and then I would ask them for their assistance with the issues that we're having. I would ask them for their blessings, and I would most importantly ask them to give us hope.
The sea gave us everything. Now it's our chance to give back.
So what would you say back to the ocean?
I would think it would say, keep the ocean clean, and because it's the dolphins and whales' home, and all the other sea animals, and I love the ocean so much.
So it says here, Bermuda's voice carries across the Atlantic calling for the Surgassum Sea to be protected. Okay. My humble opinion, that was really informative. That was really well made. I really enjoyed watching this. I really liked what she was saying here about how we're stewards. Go back a bit.
The water is not clean if it has all the oils and all that mess within it.
If I can find it here.
It's no good me using it anymore, is it?
We are stewards
There we go.
of the environment as scuba divers, as scientists. I'm trying to get students to understand that, okay, it's fun to experience this and enjoy it, but you are now responsible for its protection.
I really like this, Eric. This section of the video.
I only heard the call of one.
About her saying that we are stewards.
Enjoy it.
I think she's absolutely right. Oop.
Hi everybody. I just wanted to come on really quickly to let you guys.
Sorry about that, pressed a button there. But we are stewards. And we have to do what we can to take care of the one Earth that we have in the Surgassum Sea. It is very important. Again, I apologize for pressing that button on the right there, on the right side of the pause button. But, excuse me, back to what we were talking about, which is that we are stewards of the environment. And I liked how she was getting the children engaged here.
Educational lessons through hands-on learning. We have the nature's classroom right here at our back door.
And if there's any other seeds, you guys have the whole garden to look through.
My generation can make a difference.
I liked how they used the term nature's classroom and how the Surgassum Sea is really important, and how they were talking about how that we basically, a lot of the air that we breathe is ocean water, basically, and that the rediscovering of that one species of bird here.
30 years we thought this bird was extinct.
This bird, the Bermuda petrel, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But yeah, this video was well made, well done. For editing processes, I will be putting something over that other video that came up when I accidentally pressed the button. Again, I apologize for that one. But, sorry, I'm just liking the video here because this was very informative, very well done. I really liked a lot of the shots that they showed us here. And just a review on what Surgassum is. Let's find a shot of Surgassum. There.
Surgassum in your hand.
That is Surgassum right there. Basically, if we remember looking back to what that man said, the Surgassum basically floats using these sacks that he had said. But again, this video was really informative, really well made. I thought it was very educational. Greenpeace did such a good job making it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.